Nice job of going through the lane. But Aaron Barker with the rebound gives up Justin Woodrum coast to coast. That's good.
Justin's been the one guy for him here that they continually go to, and he can get his own shot or, beat his guy to the basket.
He now has 14 points and shot up no good. B.D. Banks with the rebound. He's going to get the ball stolen away by Ethan Smith. Sherman just tried to do a little too much too soon there on that drive. It's 22. Tim Selman checks in for Clay County. He gets it out to number 3, Travis Morris, who hits the 3. And now 32-28 is now your score.
Here comes Clay County. They're battling back. That's what it takes, Tony. Just chip away.
That's right. Anytime, not a lot of scoring, but every time Sherman does score, Clay County answers the phone and dials one back. And Timmy Selman misses the 3 in the corner. Nice outlet pass to get the ball up the floor. And can he finish it? It goes through. Nice job by number 24, B.D. Banks, completing that. Body control. And they're going to get the foul on number 20, Garrett Ellison. And that's his 3rd, according to me. And that's big because Garrett Ellison has been the man bringing the ball up the floor for Clay County.
Yep.
And Clay County doesn't seem to have the deepest of teams. So let's see how that affects them here in the final 31 seconds.
Yeah, it'll be real interesting to see how they can get the ball up the floor, how they'll handle the pressure if Coach Duncan decides to turn it on.
Excuse me, I believe it's 21 seconds. It was 31.
Good defense.
34. Ball's turned out to us. We have another foul on the floor. This time on Gillespie again. He had a couple of quick fouls here. And at the line to shoot will be Timmy Barker. And it's good. Good job by Coach Duncan on getting the free throws to go through. He had him in there, working their free throws in practice.
We came over in the season. That's one of their stations that they had set up, Tony, where they were ever shooting free throws, for a solid, 4 or 5 minutes. So that's every time they visited that station. It's not like that was the only time they shot free throws. They went through that rotation maybe 3, 4, 5 times.
5, 4, 3, 2. Got to take a quick shot, and it goes up and side backboard, no good by number 11, Blake Hedger. And that'll make your score here at half 36-28. Sherman tied up by 8 points and led mainly by Justin Woodrum, who's pretty consistent and even had to take out a big chunk of the second quarter.
Oh, yeah, like I said there, it seemed like to me, Tony, he was the only one that could create enough space away from his guy to be able to get a shot off, or the only one who had enough ball handling ability to get around his guy to go to the basket.
And it shows as he has, 14 points, here. He's 0 of 2 from the line. If he would have hit both of those, he would have been at 16. But either way, it's been a solid first half here by Sherman over Clay County as the WVSN Good Juju continues to rub off on its host schools here. It's a little inside joke, but we believe seems like Lincoln County always plays really, really well whenever we're up at the Panther Pavilion. So maybe we're doing the same thing for Coach Duncan. And we told him we brought that with us, and he said he was going to start packing us in his suitcases on the road games.
Well, you think about it, at the Coalfield Classic, all 3 West Virginia teams we broadcast won, didn't they?
I believe so. We caught the tail end. The only game we saw that Law Belfry won beat Westside, but we didn't cover that one.
But that game was tied up at halftime.
Right.
And
they got in bad foul trouble, too.
Yeah, it got out of hand late in the game. And scoring got out of hand, but Belfry, pulled away.
Yeah, that game was a lot closer than what the score was. But, yeah, Scott Sissville was the last game. But Scott was the host team. They won.
Right. Yeah.
Logan
won.
Home team. They won.
Winfield
home team. They won.
That's right. Maybe we're on to something.
5 out of 6. Spring Valley was the only game that we've had there. But let's not toot our own horns here too much. Again, 36-28 is your halftime score here at the Southwest Virginia, here at Sherman Christmas Holiday Shootout here. We have another game tomorrow night. We'll have Sissonville as they take on Sherman. It's set to be an interesting game as Sissonville took care of Liberty Raleigh. The Patriots, not the Patriots,
the Raiders.
Raiders, excuse me. The Liberty Raiders out of Raleigh County and took care of them in the first game. That was a pretty good game, wasn't it, John?
Yes, it was. Yeah, there was a lot of shots taken, and neither one of them teams are real bashful about what they do, Tony. So, as far as shooting-wise.
Caleb Wilkinson earned our WVSN Player of the Game with 24 points on 4 twos, 4 threes, and 5 out of 6 free throws, including several key free throws down there as they helped the hold off that stingy Liberty team that just refused to go away.
Yep.
And you really can't, you got to love a game where it goes down to the wire. Even in the last few seconds, there were still fouls being called left and right because the players were still going at it.
Yep.
And, and that just shows that they really, really wanted it.
We really ended up being, a 5-6 point ball game?
I think it ended up being like 9, but it should have been a 5 or 6. The only reason it was because Caleb Wilkinson was able to connect on those free throws down the stretch there.
Okay.
But still, so now we saw 2 different Sissonville's teams this year. We saw them get ran all over the floor at Madison Civic Center in the Coalfield Shootout, and they bounced back nicely tonight.
Yeah, they did. They looked good. The Liberty Raleigh team had them on the ropes a couple times. I felt like, they had all the momentum in the gym. They'd throw it inside. One of them guys would cut and blow a layup. Man, that's tough on a team's morale, Tony.
And Sissonville just continues to show that they're, they may have taken that one on the chin earlier, but they put 97 up on Tulsa. They put 22 in the first quarter, so they're capable of scoring in a lot of points. So, it's a team that you really can't overlook down the stretch because you just never know when a team's just going to come out like Sissonville and have a Caleb Wilkinson like he did in the first quarter and just shoot like out of this world and not connect.
Well, a team full of just streaky shooters, that's a recipe for disaster if you're trying to coach against them because, a streaky shooter will make a shot whether the guy's got his hand in his face or not. And I feel like Sissonville's got probably about 3 of those kids that can at any time probably, catch fire. For Rich Skeen and the Sissonville Indians.
Rich Skeen, Jonathan Moyer was the other player talking about that made an impact off the bench. He had 10 field goals, 22 points on the night. It was close second for if there was a runner-up for WVSN Player of the Game, he would have got it. But, again, the end of that game was 67-60. So, it was a 5-6 point. It was close to a 5-6 point. You were closer than I was. So,
what was the score?
67-60.
Yeah.
But
some first half scoring out of this game, Tony. You got some notes there?
I do have some first half scoring. Unofficial. Again, this is
talking about the game we're in.
Yes. Justin Woodrum with 8 points on the 2-point field goal, 6 on 2 threes, so he has 14. Aaron Barker with 2 points. Blake Hedger, he has a 3-pointer and 2 free throws, so he's got 5. Josh Woodard with a 3 and a 2 with 5. Timmy Barker with 2. Masingo with 2. And B.D. Banks, he has 7 here in the first half. And on the other side of the ball, Travis Morris has he's leading away with 9. And Garrett Ellison with 7. And Matt Good with 6. And Matt Gillespie with 5.
That tied scoring was real balanced, wasn't it?
It really was. They had all 5 starters getting scoring there in the first half.
Yeah, it's good. It's good teamwork. I don't know. I think Duncan rotated in about 7 that first half, 7 to 8 kids.
Yeah, Clay County rotated 9, and Sherman rotated 8, and he only has 10 players. So if you're on a Sherman varsity squad,
Saddle
you're playing.
Yeah, you can play. It's exactly any night.
And that's good for a kid to know too. You make varsity, there's a good chance you're at least going to get some action.
That's right.
A little extra incentive. But again, your score here is 36-28. Roll Tide roll by 8 here at the halftime. And keep it locked down here on wvsportsnet.com.
Your sports voice of the Valley.
And we're back here in Big Toll Country. 36-28. Roll Tide roll up by 8 points here in this one. And John, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to see a little fireworks here in the second half. Good first half here for Sherman. I ain't gonna lie, we have a little special attachment here to these Sherman boys. Coach Duncan and Everybody's been real good to us over here in Seth. So we got a little soft spot for him. We'll pull for him in this one.
Yeah, they got to play better though, Tony. In the first half, just sloppy, man. Just balls were passed everywhere. Not a lot of effort put into them.
Going to get Masingo there on the foul, his second.
So I'm waiting on Carlos to do something big, Tony. We talked about this, and we felt like that might be the wild card for this Sherman Tide team this year. With him not having a whole lot of experience, just a big, tall body, fairly athletic. I'm just waiting to see him do something exciting.
Yeah, I'm waiting on it too. I think we both want it.
I believe.
In our interview, if you have to go back and watch it, Carlos was definitely probably the guy that stands out in our memory more than others.
Yep.
What a great kid. I really did enjoy spending time with him that day.
Yeah, real witty, real funny. Wish him all the best.
And Travis Morris there going getting the point. Aaron Barker now. He's going to get charged for going over the back. And that'll be his third. And Garrett Ellison's going to take the ball out here for Clay County. Number 24, Matt Gillespie, now over to back to Ellison. Ellison's going to push the ball up the floor. He's going to travel with it. It got caught up between his legs there.
It's a pretty impressive shot he put up just from sitting down right there.
Yeah, from the butt of his pants. He tried. Nothing like that game winner that Minnesota kid happened in the state championship a couple years ago.
Yeah, it was a few years ago, yeah, when he shot the three-pointer.
That kid still plays at the University of Minnesota, believe it or not. Aaron Barker, he's going to go to the line now to shoot two.
That's worth YouTubing.
And Carlos Newhouse picking up his third personal.
We have two Carloses on the floor.
Charles. Wow. Thank you. How do you mess that one up? Barker toes up. Second free throw attempt is good. He connects on the pair. And we have a charging violation. Nice job by number 24, B.D. Banks, of getting in the way. And they're going to give 24, Matt Gillespie at his third personal foul. Now Justin Woodrum bringing the ball back up the floor for the Tide. Blake Hedger now with the ball, put it on the floor, get it back out to Woodrum. Woodrum picks up his dribble on the mid-range jumper, no good, but Aaron Barker crashing the boards and sticking with it and getting the his second field goal of the night. Both field goals coming on putbacks. Now back here on the other end, Travis Morris getting the ball down low to number 14 on the baseline. Josh Samples shot up no good. Samples ends up with the rebound. He gets it back out to Matt Gillespie. He'll give it out to number 3, Travis Morris. He'll connect on his second three-pointer game.
There's a smooth shot there by number 3.
Crazy when you get your feet set, what more you can do with your jumper.
Oh yeah.
Justin Woodrum now with the ball. Blake Hedger, I'm sorry. Shot up, no good. Barker tried to go for the rebound, but to no avail. It goes to Matt Gillespie and Panthers of Clay County here on the other end. Number 33, Matt Good, getting the putback underneath. 5:40-something remaining.
Ooh, that's an errant shot there.
39-35. Sherman's Tide cut down to 4. Now wide open three-point shot, no good by 24 Gillespie. Now Justin Woodrum's going to bring the ball at the floor for Sherman Tide. He's over here in the near corner, number 24, B.D. Banks. He just didn't quite get the form right on that one.